Yeah, I'm ready.
You're good.
Hi, I'm Kate Mosley, and I'm the Executive Director of Georgia Interfaith Power and Light. We are a local nonprofit working statewide with religious houses of worship and schools to advance sustainable policy here in Georgia. And one of the ways we do that is to engage in campaigns like Solarize Atlanta. Today I'd like to share with you 2 ways that nonprofits can access affordable solar energy through the Solarize Atlanta campaign and support our efforts to grow clean energy across the state of Georgia. This video is intended to help nonprofits learn more about affordable, accessible solar energy through the Solarize Atlanta campaign. First, it's important to know that the Solarize Atlanta campaign is actually a coalition of local nonprofits and community groups working together to increase the number of rooftops covered with solar energy, clean energy. And those groups are working together on this campaign throughout the duration of the campaign to make sure that residential property owners and commercial property owners have all the information they need to join our clean energy revolution. So what is Solarize? It actually is a community-based campaign that provides the bulk purchasing of solar energy and all of the panels, the labor, and components relevant to accessing solar energy. This was a program started almost 10 years ago on the West Coast, and it's made its way across the country, and rooftops have been covered by solar because of Solarize campaigns just like Solarize Atlanta. We have had 6 different campaigns in the state of Georgia to date, and we're really excited about the potential for Solarize Atlanta to really do the hard work of growing solar on nonprofit rooftops. So what are the benefits of participating in a Solarize campaign? You can be guaranteed the lowest price for a solar installation when you purchase solar through Solarize Atlanta. Because we're able to reduce that cost because of the limited geographic area. So for the Solarize Atlanta campaign, we're just talking about nonprofits and property owners within the City of Atlanta jurisdiction. So that's important to note. If you're a nonprofit within the City of Atlanta, you would qualify for a solar assessment and potential purchasing of solar panels through this campaign. You're expected to save upwards of 30, 40, maybe even as much as 60% every month on your utility costs in operating your nonprofit when you deploy solar on your property. So that's important because what happens when nonprofits save money on their operating costs? That generates more revenue to be spent on your nonprofit's mission in service to the wider community. So solar is a win for nonprofits. You're saving energy, you're saving costs, and you're able to grow your mission with those savings. There are 2 ways that a nonprofit, though, can engage in a Solarize campaign. One is that you can potentially purchase solar through Solarize Atlanta, and the solar prices you'll see up here on the presentation. We deploy a tiered pricing system. So depending upon the size of solar in service to your facility, that determines the price. So the more solar you need, the less it costs per kilowatt. We help nonprofits determine what is the best way to access solar if they're interested in purchasing it for their facility. One of the challenges that nonprofits face is that nonprofits do not qualify for the 30% federal tax credit made available for property owners such as commercial and residential who can access a federal tax credit, which does reduce their installation costs. Nonprofits, as tax-exempt entities, do not qualify for the tax credit. So we try to help nonprofits think of different ways to afford solar, and we use the power of bulk purchasing to make that possible. There are 3 ways a nonprofit can purchase solar through a Solarize campaign. You can raise money from your donor base and purchase a solar system designed specifically for your system by our installers, pay cash up front for that system, and your donors receive the standard tax deduction for their charitable gift that they've made to your 501c3 nonprofit. The second way that nonprofits can access solar through the Solarize campaign is to work with a solar investor who would actually purchase the solar panels and pay for the installation to be placed on your particular facility. you would then be purchasing energy from that solar investor for a set period of time at a concrete established rate that's lower than what you're currently paying your utility provider. So your nonprofit would still have the energy savings of lower cost monthly energy bills, but you wouldn't have the upfront costs associated with installing solar and owning a system on your nonprofit's rooftop. So that's an important distinction, and the Solarize Coalition can help you understand better for your particular nonprofit what type of opportunity is available to you through a local solar investor. The third way to purchase solar through Solarize Atlanta is for you to bring together your own group of key donors, maybe 3 to 5 individuals who would be willing to purchase a solar installation, particularly for your nonprofit. And again, that arrangement could be set up with help from the Solarize Coalition. These are all ways for solar to still be in service to your nonprofit's mission, but allow others to benefit from the 30% federal tax credit. These are all legal forms of accessing solar. We just try to simplify it for you so that you can do the good work of running your organization. Since all nonprofits are commercial entities, nonprofits through the Solarize Atlanta campaign qualify for the commercial tiered pricing, which you see here. That is per kilowatt purchased, installed by our selected installer, which is Hannah Solar. They will be sure, though, to design a system that is specific to your organization's needs and the structure of your particular facility at this price point. If you're unable at this time to purchase solar and pay for the upfront costs associated with that, and you've taken a look at the financing options, and they also don't seem to meet your needs right now as a nonprofit organization, there is another way that your organization can participate in the Solarize Atlanta campaign. As we've done these Solarize campaigns in different communities, the sale of solar installations to homeowners and other businesses has generated at least one donated installation for a worthy nonprofit. So if you are a nonprofit in a facility that you own, that is in a building where you manage your operations from and you own that building, you could qualify to be considered for a donated solar installation. So the proceeds from all the sales through Solarize Atlanta will generate at least one donated array for a local nonprofit. We hope in that way we can make solar more accessible to all, and the wider community can see the benefits of solar. Now that you've gotten some basic information from this video, it's time to go to the Solarize Atlanta website and sign up your nonprofit to receive a free solar site assessment. You also can post your comments down below, and we will be back in touch. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to partnering with you through Solarize Atlanta.